Alright. Let's see. This internet connection will be better now. Let me know how it goes, guys. Let me know if I start roboting out or if frames drop or anything like that.
No, Twitch looks good.
So far.
Ships in the water. Send fishing dories if need be, I care not. Glossair engines are as good to us as sky to a fish. Leave what boats have foundered. I want souls saved, not driftwood.
As good as sky
Our
or
armada
fish.
ran afoul of bad water near the Ridorana cataract. All engines
Take
stopped
a
a sudden.
comb to those
Becalmed.
sideburns, buddy.
Trouble with a mist thick as death, it seems. Those seas are yacht. I expected airship trouble, not a fleet foundering amidst the waves. Tell me of what happened in Girovegon. From the lay of your eyes, I measure all did not go well. Cid. Was he false, as I feared?
Yes. But we may have caught a glimpse of his true intent. We may now know what it is that Cid searches for.
So the day-affected Nithosite was only a fragment? And these Ocuria I know not and care to know even less.
If we strike this Suncrest with the Sword of Kings, no new stone may be born. We say the Suncrest is the source of all Nethosite's power. If we might break it, the Dusk Shard would be as a thing lifeless. As for the manufactured Nethosite, who can say?
There is another way. We use the Treaty Blade to cut a new stone from the Crest. Use that to fight the Dusk Shard and the manufactured stones.
Would you like to know the best use of Nethosite? Will or nil, I'll tell you. You pick it up and throw it away.
Either way, we have to find the Suncrest first, right? Don't we? Across the sea, and a tower on a distant shore. Redis?
Familiar words, Vaughn. I saw something of the sort written in some documents I chanced upon during my visit to Draklor. The Naldoan Sea, the Ridorana Cataract, and the Pharos Lighthouse. I sent my fleet to fish out the truth behind these words, and caught trouble.
Then proof is ours. This lighthouse on the Naldoan Sea is the tower on the distant shore. The strong mist that becalmed your ships is a grimmer yet clearer sign than any we might hope for. The Suncrest is there.
All well and good, but how do we get there? Those seas are in yacht, as I recall.
Try putting this one in your ship. 'Tis a skystone made to resist yacht.
More spoils from the Draklor labs, is it? Why not use it yourself?
That's just the thing. My ship's a Bergerben model. It will not work. But, should it fit the Strahl, she'll fly in yacht. Lady Ash, I would accompany your highness, if you do not object.
I am in your care. But tell me one thing. Why do so much for us?
The Nabudis Deadlands.
Nabudis was your home?
Nay, but a memory forever burned in my heart.
Those mutton chops have sass on them, let me tell you.
I gotta agree with one thing Razorfist said. Even Tolkien with all these names was like, alright, y'all are making too much of this fake shit up.
Tolkien went way overboard with that shit.
Like I said, even Tolkien would look at the names of all this stuff, and Final Fantasy says, alright, too much.
Nah, Tolkien would call them amateurs. he went way farther with it. But, you know, you'd give them a nod that at least they tried. Oh, and here's underwear on the outside of her shorts lady again.
Like I said, she's got a nice setup there.
It's pretty cute.
Oh, I was saying about Fran there, it's like, you know, had a nice little, a very serious conversation, but the pose just kind of looked like...
The what?
The little hand on hip, one hip out.
Oh, the pose. It's okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't catch the word you said. Got it.
Yeah. It's like, alright.
She's very sassy.
Very serious conversation, and you're like, ass, what? Sorry?
All right, good to go here. Yeah, there's an aerodrome here. Okay. All right. Time to go find a lighthouse full of monsters.
Yay! It was just...
Do you guys know, by the way, what exactly, when you were talking about geographical features, what exactly is a cataract? In this case, it seems to be a small island, but I assume the word means something more specific than that.
It's like... Okay, we're not talking about the eye affliction, huh?
No, I'm talking about as I said, geographical location. Because this lighthouse is on an island, but they also say it's on a cataract. Which I'm not familiar with as a name for a type of place. I know it is one, I just don't know what it means.
Let's see... No, that ain't it.
It's also a kind of boat, but again, that's probably not what they meant here.
There's a dragon in Final Fantasy 12. Cataract Avis.
Well, don't search it in regards to Final Fantasy. Just like
I'm just trying to find out what it is.
Yeah, like try just doing like a dictionary search. Well, it's nice that I have this shield here. But
all it takes me to is the cloud. The eye is not the cataract dissemination. Cataract, any large, powerful waterfall.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting here.
Let's see if there's a waterfall there. I don't remember.
That's the only thing, any kind of geographical stuff. It's
okay, well that fits the context at least.
Yeah.
It's also a good nice brand of car. Cataract.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I was making a joke. Cadillac, cataract.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I don't pay much attention to cars. It could have been a thing.
That's an old joke. The old laughing joke. He dressed up in Japanese outfit. Yeah, sorry, very bad eye doctor. You have a cataract. Oh no, I have a Lincoln Continental.
Fun with accents. Hey, Snow. How's dinner?
I gotta go get
a lot of stuff
exam.
to unlock. Alright, I don't know what this is. Grab that. Platinum gear, okay. No. Yes. Actually, I could probably flip these anyway.
Oh good, I got another follow on Twitter from probably... Yep. Great, I got another thought follow on Twitter.
Congratulations.
It seems to be like people that follow me out of nowhere. So who is this? And they, okay, look, yep, thought. So what do they? I guess they're expecting me to follow them back.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're hoping for.
Well, it ain't happening.
All right, Althir, what can we get you? Damage. That's one thing we can get. Still making dinner, Snow?
Yep, still making dinner.
What you making?
Some of my cheesy potato soup.
Ooh. That sounds nice.
Literally, you throw the ingredients in a crock pot and leave it. Easiest thing.
Yeah, that's what crock pots are for.
Yeah.
I like it.
I made the same thing. I did add one thing that the recipe did not call for. I added bacon to mine.
This
Nice.
calls for bacon.
Unfortunately, I had a somewhat disappointing dinner today.
Oh.
Had a decent cheeseburger, but went someplace that was very confusing in the sense that it actually had a very bad and disappointing poutine, mostly due to the fact that the gravy was kind of terrible.
Oh.
Which is kind of heresy, you know? Sounds like a...
What?
Like bad gravy? That's got to be some sort of heresy. It's a crime against gravy.
Yeah, no.
At least the cheeseburger was alright.
The one I posted in Recipe Swap is my revised version. They had, well, I found a standard sort of dealio thing, and then I just kind of poked and picked at it until it's how it is now.
Sometimes things need some tweaking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sure, why not? Oh, I've got platinum stuff. Is that any better?
Well, I got the stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to be cooking some shrimp pasta Alfredo.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, is that Alfredo with shrimp in it, or are you saying that the pasta is made of shrimp?
It's got...
No, I mean,
like
there is
pasta
such a
Alfredo
thing as
with
shrimp noodles. That's a valid question.
Yeah.
Because you said shrimp pasta.
Alfredo with shrimp. Pasta Alfredo with shrimp.
Okay. So the first thing then. Got it.
I will definitely say making anything with pasta, like, it's not necessary, but if you go and do that extra step of making the noodles yourself, oh my gosh.
Well,
fresh noodles are so good.
No, not this time.
As soon as whenever you've had fresh handmade noodles, you can tell the difference from then on. Like if you go to a restaurant, you'll know.
Yep.
Because you can tell the difference once you've actually experienced it once. Okay. A bit of gear improvement going on there. Now, the aerodrome's down this way.
There's this German beer house around here that does like handmade gnocchi.
Interesting.
It's I forget the I can't pronounce what the dish is called, but it's basically gnocchi, chicken and dumplings with cheese, a couple of different types of cheese in it.
Are you saying that it has a different name that you can't pronounce, or?
I can't pronounce it.
Well, if you're talking about the first thing, it's pronounced gnocchi.
Yeah, I know that, but like the name of the dish itself.
Okay. Can you put it in chat? Do you know how it's spelled?
I also forget how it's spelled too.
But
I just know it as like the thing I always order every time I go.
Yeah.
And it's like authentic beer house sort of dealio thing. They have like big long tables with like benches on either side, so you like a big hall and stuff like that. And you're like,
you said it's a German restaurant?
yes.
You ever tried their did they do roulade?
Yes.
I love that stuff.
Also, if you
Turn up
order
the waterfall.
What?
Alright, counteract confirmed. Holy shit.
Oh jeez.
You have found the S-Crack.
There we go. It's an island on the edge of a waterfall.
The Ridorana. In 14, it's called the Ridorana Lighthouse, I think.
It kind of
The
reminds
lighthouse
me of
is
the
called
setting.
Pharos, and the
A tower
cataract is called Ridorana.
on distant shore.
And sometimes they call it Pharos on Ridorana.
And about its peak, a
And they
piercing
call
mist.
Mariah.
A lot of people just call it Rada because they get confused.
Is this part of the raid or something?
And in that mist, the Suncrest
Sorry,
waits.
just a second.
My lady, your words still sound of doubt. Pray you reach your answer ere we the Suncrest.
Oh.
And should I choose revenge, what then?
Then your woe shall be your own.
Nah. Posh.
Revenge is a fool's game,
Vaughn,
Dutch.
a word. If something untoward should happen to me, you're taking the straw.
Untoward? What's this about?
I am the leading man. Might need to do something heroic. Don't worry, I'll show you how to fly her.
After I die from doing something heroic.
Well, I may be
No, I was asking. Hold on. Sorry, I was just asking you, Snow. You said this is in Final Fantasy 14. I was asking if it was part of a raid or something.
Yes.
Because it doesn't seem like it would be just a standard zone you go to normally.
Nope. It's a three fight raid
Alright.
story sort of dealio thing.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You were saying, Blast?
I was saying, I may be a rarity. I'm one guy who's never seen a episode at all of Game of Thrones.
Who hasn't?
Me.
Oh, you're weird.
Lucky.
Well, I don't have HBO. That's kind of one thing.
You what?
I don't have HBO. Have not for many years. I've seen, like I said, I've seen a bunch of clips.
Yeah.
Somebody had like a bunch of clips of Clegane the Hound. I think he is probably my favorite character. Does not
The Hound
give
is
a
pretty
shit.
cool.
Like, he just does not give a shit.
He gives very few fucks whatsoever, yeah.
Like, you learned fighting from a man who got killed.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's great. I also like Arya.
Oh, yeah, well, the
She's
two of
like-
them as a
Arya's
team
like
was-
also like somebody else who gives zero fucks, but in the form of a small child.
And what was Diana Riggs' character in that?
I
Her
don't know who
little,
that is.
Elena Tyrell.
yeah,
Elena? Oh, was that the grandma Tyrell?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
you never watched-
she gave even
she
less
was-
fucks than the Hound.
She was Emma Peel in the Avengers, the real '60s series. She was fucking hot back then.
And not anymore, but goddamn, she's just overcharged with sass.
Her burns could just that she
Oh, I think it
delivered.
was a hat. There we go.
It looked like
This game is
angry young
confusing.
boy.
Sometimes you get a mace called a miter, and sometimes you get a hat called a miter. Like, make up your mind. Which one is it? More speed, less vitality.
But
One
yeah,
point less magic power, more magic resist, more speed. That might be worth it.
Excuse me. Goodness.
So remember we were talking about GTA a little yesterday. Any of you guys have interest in a GTA-style Matrix game that's coming up?
What's that?
I just told you what it is.
No, what's the name of it?
I don't know. I'm
I
sure
know
if you,
one that-
if you Google Open City Matrix game, you'll find out though.
I do know there's a game coming up that looks good, Ghostwire Tokyo.
That looks freaky.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not clear on what the gameplay is going to be like, but the artistic values to it are great.
It looks like you're using kung fu to fight ghosts. That's I'm sold.
Kung fu and also magic.
Well, basically magic kung fu to fight ghosts. All right.
Actually, I don't even know how much kung fu it is. It's like What's it
like
called
the hand
in
motion.
Snow? Do you know what they call it in Japanese, like the Japanese magic style, where you like make a bunch of like jutsu katas in the air to cast spells?
The term I know is kujikiri, which is from ninjutsu.
Krendar, you liked Evil Within, right?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Number 2 was even better.
The same people that made that game are making that one you were just talking about.
The Matrix
Oh,
one?
wow.
It's it was supposed to be Evil Within 3, but they decided to make it its own IP.
Wait, Ghostwire or Matrix?
Ghostwire.
Oh, okay.
I'm
It looks
looking
pretty
at.
cool.
Hang on.
It just popped up on my my Steam Discovery queue thing today, so I think it just came out.
I watched
Okay.
a YouTuber named Tyrone Magnus react to the trailer. That was the first time I had seen it. I was like, oh, this looks freaky as hell.
Yeah, I'm interested.
That's who I think it is. I think I've seen those reactions to music.
Yeah, Japan's always got some like freaky ass monsters that make like all the Western ones look like absolute like puppies and kittens by comparison.
Japanese horror is pretty good. Like they do really good. Like they don't rely on jump scares too much, but they do a really good job of just making you feel really freaked out and unsettled by things. But no, it's not. The term's not ninjutsu, but I'm not sure 100% what it is.
Yeah,
it's not
quite sure
Onmyo
myself.
magic because I don't think there's
Onmyoji?
any paper involved. Huh?
Well, that's part of it. Onmyoji.
Well, I'm
like
saying
the
in Ghostwire, I
talismans.
didn't see the person using any talismans unless I did and forgot.
Let's see.
They did use a lot of hand gestures that looked similar to ninjutsu, or at least
The
like
player, I'm reading from Wikipedia, the player character uses hand movements inspired by kushikiri. Yep, I was right.
Okay,
Hand
Okay.
gestures to cast spells. But yeah.
there you go, kushikiri. Then
Some things, I watch enough ninja movies, that's some things that they do right before a major fight. I'm telling everybody, find, I think 1982 Revenge of the Ninja, best movie ever.
yeah, Ghostwire looks pretty cool. I don't know how the Matrix one is going to play, but I'm interested in finding out. I think it's based on the new movie. Or connected in some sort of way.
The merchants. Look, speaking of Japanese stuff, they look like, well, this is a Japanese-made game, so no wonder. It looked like something out of an old Ultraman episodes or something.
Kinda. Can't say though. I guess you don't play a whole lot of Final Fantasy if you don't recognize what they are.
Oh, what
No.
is?
He's talking about the Malboros.
Yeah, they look like somewhere between a sea urchin and this one character. He's called something. Okay, they use the basically same monster suit in two different series, but they call the monster something completely different in each series.
I would say it's more like an anemone than an urchin. Isn't
That
urchin
looks like
a
a-
spiky fish?
Like a mixture
Yeah.
between a mantis and a scorpion there.
This one, yeah.
Scorpion, mantis, and a wasp.
Yeah, it's got the little wings. Yeah. I like how the wings are all tattered. Not being used, but they're there. And also, it's got this big, huge head, but only a tiny percentage of its head is actually a face.
Yeah.
Like just the little orange bit at the tip.
Just the tip.
Yeah. Really for a minute.
Yeah. I only bring it part way in. Checks in the mail.
And other things you shouldn't believe anybody when they say. Yeah, these critters are an infamous enemy in Final Fantasy games.
Yep, in 14 they're like 3 times that size.
This one has a lot of different sub-varieties of them, but they've always been infamous for being something that breathes poison on you, that or like breathes some sort of weird fog on you that does like almost every possible status
they do
ailment
that
in
in
the game at the
14
same
too.
time. They all do that because it's their shtick.
Infamous.
Practically every status ailment that could possibly happen can be inflicted by their breath.
Yep.
Infamy. Infamy.
Luckily
Possibly all
for
at
the
once.
luckily for the ones in 14, they throw out a area of effect on the ground that you can literally move out of.
Yeah.
So at least it's
good.
avoidable. Sometimes you can actually interrupt them, which stuns them and cancels that. So
Yeah, that's classic MMO stuff. Warning you where it's going to happen and then giving you a chance to interrupt them. Or get out of the way, or both. Yeah. They're pretty mean buggers.
Oh my
Also, check
God.
this. Just check out this asshole move right here. Oh, look, it's a save crystal. Let's put 6 traps in a direct line to it.
No.
I want to go kill and save my game. Boom, 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 boom. Dead.
It's a trap!
But since this is close to the end of the game, this is basically like a... We're going to test to see if you've figured out how to use Libra or not by now.
Kind of reminds me of going and playing RuneScape today. It's like, oh, there's a door, everything's fine. You try the door.
What the fuck is that?
One of the try the door. One of the suits of armor next to it comes to life and attacks you. You kill that. Try the door again. The other suit of armor can now come to life and attack you. Kill that. Now you can go through the door.
Oh, it's a full. Ladies.
It's like, yeah.
Althea. Check your licenses. Sir, papers, please.
Where are your papers?
No, I don't have paper.
Any of you guys ever played that Papers, Please game?
let's see.
No, they do not have the papers to professor camps, yeah.
Who was it? That was, I think, one of the.
Hold on, hold on. Can you give people a chance to answer the question I asked before you started the story?
Sorry.
I haven't played it, but I saw Jacksepticeye play it, and it was enjoyable. So
That's you definitely need somebody who's really good at improv to let's play a game like that. Look at the boss is dead already. We can just walk right in. Aw, shit.
heck,
You kids, get off my lawn!
You damn dirty kids! Get off my yard!
Oh shit, old man Luca's good at doing an old man voice.
And pull your damn pants up.
oh jeez.
Mine rotted off centuries ago.
Why are you all dressed like weeaboos?
Goddamn kids in your animes.
In my day, we actually wore full shirts.
Yeah. Oh, nobody in this game does that.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you all purple now?
Because we're bleeding.
No, I was telling what, like the dragon. Why
Yeah.
you kids turn to different colors? Oh, now the dragon.
We've gone from hair dye to full body dye.
Great. It's not enough the hair is blue, now their whole body doing
I think we're gonna get to that point where we can get like skin treatments. The kids are gonna go like all purple.
Well, what was it somebody says? Hair dye a job like that? I think you're looking at it's one of needed for keys and doing a little thing in front of Congress or whatever. So see them kind of hair colors? There's at least a 50% chance of crazy.
I mean, a lot of the crazies do seem to be doing it. Especially the ones that want attention because they think they're special. Not that everybody who does it is those people, of course, but it makes you wonder.
Or find a way to make money off of it.
Got a dead end. All here, stop being a dead. It's rude.
Stop dying.
Yes, that's the sun.
Here comes the sun. Oh heck, not the sun.
That
Oh,
comes the sun.
Top
was
of
a weird
being
little bit of-
back and he's a drummy queen.
That was a
He
weird
didn't
little
feel
moment of camera cinematography there.
Mr. Stark, you didn't feel so good.
Yeah.
I know.
Poor Spidey mans.
Good. I ever tell you about a great interview on Graham Norton. He had he's talking to Henry Cavill, and Henry's talking all about Warhammer. He plays, collects miniature, paints them, everything. He's talking all about the stuff he does.
Fantasy or 40K?
He said Warhammer. He didn't
I think
specify.
it's mostly
Unspecified.
40K.
But he's talking about how you buy them. So they come like, oh no, you have to put them together, paint them. Then what do? Oh, you put them on a table and have battles with another player's army. It was like, and you do this at home? Yeah. You have people over this? Sure. And like Tom Holland sitting over there, like, can I come over?
Yeah. Tom Holland seems cool.
Yeah.
I wonder when his Uncharted movie's coming out.
Oh.
Is he playing Nathan Drake?
Yeah.
Neat.
Hey, Fran. Something's written on the wall.
Engraved by someone, it seems.
No, it's
quite
engraved by
old.
the wind.
Lo
Speak,
seeker
friend,
in
and enter.
days unborn, God
Speak, friend, and
blade
enter.
bearer. Know
Speak
you,
ass and
this
oh.
tower challenges
Gandalf,
the
what's
What
sky.
is
the
that,
Elvish word
friend?
for ass?
Where the watcher, the ward of the three weights, soul hungry, unsated. He without power, want it not. He with power, trust it not. He with sight, heed it not. Rend illusion, cut the true path. In blood, Wraithwall.
The Dynast King?
Does it startle you?
I mean,
The
we know
Dynast
he was
King
here.
took his sword from the Ocuria. It was here he claimed the
What was-
Nethicite. He must have known he was not the last the Ocuria would choose. He left this for you. Rend illusion, cut the true path. Words of much mystery, yet his blood runs in your veins. Perhaps it whispers to you the truth.
If my blood starts whispering to me, we've got some other problems.
Fran has an interesting voice.
I love her voice.
I'm looking at the voice actor.
Yes,
Ooh, hello. The voice actor, pretty damn good looking too.
Yep.
What her real voice is like.
Well, she's done a few things actually.
Yeah, she was in one of the Star Warses.
That's the one I mentioned. There are a few other
Yeah.
ones she's done.
Did her character
Cool.
have a speaking and like have any lines?
You know, I don't know.
Because I wonder what she would have sounded like there.
Cole Fantal.
She's Australian, so
Yeah, I really, really enjoy the voice she does for Fran.
Let's
So
see.
Interesting.
She's been in movies. Played Senator Lexi Dio in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones.
Yes, that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, you said one of them. You didn't mention. You said
I
one.
didn't say which one though, no.
did it last night.
Let's see. She was in Queen of the Damned. Huh. No, small part. Moulin Rouge.
So we gotta collect black orbs from some of the kills here. I don't remember how many we need, though. Isn't there a... Snow, do you remember, wasn't there a floor where we have to collect, like, an exact number of orbs and not go over or something?
I think so, but again, it's been a bit.
I don't think they tell you what the number is either. You have to figure it out. It's a few pain in the ass mechanics in this freaking game. I don't know what happens if you go over, though. Oh, well, maybe we'll find out. Who knows?
Maybe.
I just remember the basement of this place is freaking scary. But that's an optional area. Great for leveling up, though.
You don't want optional spookiness?
I mean, I like doing it. we don't have time for that sort of stuff during this playthrough.
Oops.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Literally don't have time for that. Yeah.
No time.
Nobody got time for that.
One does not have time for such things.
Yes, quite.
Since now you're kind of on a time constraint.
One of the funniest things I ever saw, they took the ain't nobody got time for that, and they like photoshopped on like a top hat and a monocle. And it's like, one does not have time for such things.
I like it. Reminds me of,
too.
Who was that guy who used to be on a bunch of memes for a while where they were taking common slang phrases and making them overly gentlemanly?
Oh, that guy was like the old swag photo where he's like pointing at the viewer, and it's taking rap lyrics.
It's like a swag thing, but it's like an old-timey painting or something.
Right, and it was taking rap lyrics and kind of making them all posh.
Yeah.
It was the one, disregard, he made us acquire currency.
Right. Those were a pretty funny series of memes for a while there.
Yeah. That's a new meme. I got to use a meme I'd never used before the other day. The always has been meme. You know, where the guy, the astronaut pointing a pistol at the other astronaut.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's always been that way, yeah.
Yeah, and the guy, somebody posted, something like, wait, when did the internet become your racist aunt? And I using always has been.
That's unfortunately very true. Why aren't you attacking? Oh, you're trying to attack the other guy. Shots him off. Slice that horse's butt right off.
You don't need no butt.
Anymore. I can literally hand him his own ass now.
Look at this horse, she'll never poop again! No! How could you?
Time for some rump roast.
Oh no.
That's actually the weirdest thing is that the rump roast is not actually the butt of the animal.
Don't forget the potatoes and carrots. Like, don't forget the potatoes and carrots.
Oh no, of course not. You gotta have carrots, it's a horse.
Something I have not made in a long time was a good roast. potatoes, put it in the crock pot with potatoes, carrots, and onions. I mean, my mom would do that. She'd put it in the crock pot, and go off to Sunday school and church, get back, lunch.
Everybody's down at Nia. There's a map thing. Funny how these map items always have their own special urn, rather than the regular treasure chests. Not that there's a single goddamn normal treasure chest in the game. They're all weird, freaky shapes. Squeenix needs to tell their artists to calm the fuck down a little bit now and then. Although a lot of these critters look real cool.
I can't see what you need, big ass. I have fucked up my hands this week. And between the cold weather, drying out my hands and making them crack in all sorts of places, I sliced a fingertip on one finger and raised a big blister on the inside of another hand.
Ow.
Yeah.
They make stuff for that.
We got this new machine part of the bakery, but what it does, we have to clean it like in a shift every day, and scrubbing that thing raised a blister on it's right on the palm, right at the base of my index finger.
So anytime you close your hand, you squish it then.
Yep. Ouch.
And just rest it on anything, pick up something, it's gonna...
That's quite literally a pain. Ooh.
Oh man. I'm looking at these still frames on Twitter. It showed how they did the opening scene from... Have you ever seen the movie Casino?
No.
A good movie. I mean, it's Martin Scorsese film, 1995, and the movie begins with a car explosion. And can I go... kind of like the old... Bet you're wondering how I got here.
Yeah. We were talking about Nathan Drake earlier. He did one of those.
Yeah. I mean, the thing's still the story. It's based on real folks. This guy was ran some of the more successful casinos in Las Vegas in the 70s, when the mob was still in charge there. But when things started to break down, they actually tried to bump him off rather than think he'd squeal on the mob. And they set a car bomb. The only thing that saved him, due to some kind of, to take care of some noise problem or something, they'd put an extra metal plate under the driver's seat.
Ah.
Yeah.
Saving him from getting his ass blown off.
Right. At that point, he did well. He didn't. He didn't rat on the mob, but he also knew it was like, okay, I think I'm done here. Bye bye.
It was more done than he thought.
It's like, I'm gonna go. Basically, how he started, he was like basically a sports handicapper. Like he could tell like how this game was gonna go and kind of bet on that. actually kind of dark in this section. Ah, there, you can see it better when the flash hits.
It's a little dark.
And they're in a dungeon, so I guess that makes sense.
Hey, that was an actual chest. It wasn't a mimic for a change. How nice. You obtained a dark crystal. Well, now I need to find a VCR. Alright. Thing now? Oh, there was a thing over there I didn't get through. I'll back over there and see if there's any cool loot hiding over there. Let's see. Out here. Also, I think your water is falling in the wrong direction, you guys. Over here, but there's a thingy. Disappointed by lack of loot, but there was a story object I had to interact with, so at least there was something to go back for. So, Blast, are you looking forward to the RuneScape streaming?
RuneScape streaming.
Yeah, that's why Kai was showing you her RuneScape character the other day.
Oh, she's doing one? Cool.
Well, when Kai and I finish playing Satisfactory, we're going to try RuneScape.
Nice. You're doing like regular RuneScape, not old scale, old school.
Yeah,
Right.
the newest one.
Okay, I do old school. Mainly because, I don't know, last time I tried regular RuneScape, this is before I knew there was an old school. I think they were doing old school. They call it RuneScape Classic then, but they added in the dungeoneering feature, and it's like, that seems kind of repetitive. It's like you're doing all the stuff you're doing in the regular game as a game inside the game, but it's not a mini game as other things. That's like,
It's
I know.
Inception.
Extraneous is the word. Unnecessary, I think.
So my laptop decided to just randomly install an update without notifying me. So it's like, thank you, Windows. Fucking
That'll
love
happen.
I hate that.
That's how I know that I've had an update on my computer. I would come see in the morning and the Discord was open when I know I closed it. And the Spotify little icon is up, even though I guess it's the software, but I don't use it.
Well, the thing is I thought I had the settings where it updates like when I'm asleep. That way it's not interrupting me doing anything. And then it just randomly says, we are installing updates. And I'm like, what the fuck are you updating? I'm in the middle of some shit, you asshole. At least give me a heads up. So I can say, no, do the restart in like 4 hours or something.
So, you played RuneScape before Krendar?
Never.
Oh, wow.
Kai has. I never have.
It's,
It's been quite a bunch of years for her as well.
yeah, I mean, like I said, it had been a while for me before I started playing it again a couple of years ago. I was doing it, I know what I did. I was started about the time everything was shutting down, and I was like, hell, I as well start playing it again. Do
I
nothing
noticed
else.
it was free, so I figured we could give it a go.
Now I have a membership, which
Kai's on a pretty limited budget, though, so...
well, the way I do it...
We wanted to not have to make her spend money.
Yeah, the way I do it is, I don't know, the company that puts it out, Jagex, is in England, and somehow my bank is weird about letting certain things go on my card, especially if they're in other countries. And so instead what I do is I just get buy the game cards. There are a couple places in town that sell RuneScape game cards. And I buy like a $25 card and I can get 2 months out of that.
There you go. Oh yeah, we've also got to play Co-opto Dad as well.
Co-opto? I don't know what that is.
Octodad Co-op.
Oh, Octodad.
How do I open this thing?
Yeah, stupid fool. Okay. Secret octopus. I like it. Oh, that's funny. I can't wait to see that.
Oh, I missed one of the altars somewhere.
Secret octopus.
Oh, there's another limited section there. That's why.
I don't know how you keep that secret, but
What secret? What?
it says loving husband, caring father, secret octopus.
Yeah.
It's like I don't
Well,
know how you can't.
that's the whole humor of the game. Is he's very obviously a octopus wearing a suit, and nobody notices.
I not the right thing.
Actually, even better part, he married a woman. He married a human woman, and now they have 2 kids.
Mama
Let's
had
think about that for a second.
Mama had chicken. Mama had a cat. Have you ever seen Cow and Chicken?
Nope.
Oh, that's one of the funniest cartoons in the 90s.
That show did not age well for me. I thought a lot of the humor was very, I would say raunchy, just, I don't know, it just didn't age well with me.
Bizarre. I was like the red guy. And the opening, the opening of the theme said, Mama had a chicken, Mama had a cow. Daddy was proud. He didn't care how.
Yeah.
Like the fact that, yeah, their parents are humans. And apparently they are their natural-born children, but they're a chicken and a cow.
There you go. Yeah, apparently this woman in Octodad has had sex with an octopus at least twice that we know of.
Yes.
And didn't notice that he was an octopus.
That's why, I am definitely saying, check out on YouTube Omegon. That guy has a dry sense of humor, dry and at the same time twisted sense of humor.
See if you can encourage him to do a Let's Play of Octodad. I
Oh,
feel like that's on theme for him.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know that he does Let's Plays, but
he has
the
a
game
Twitch
seems up his
stream.
alley.
He has a Twitch stream. His main things are he plays Assassin's Creed, but he also plays North Atlantic fishing trawler and Euro Truck Simulator.
Not something you expect from an octopus.
I do like when he plays Assassin's Creed. He calls it sneaky sneak murder fun time.
Yeah, he's correct.
Oh, he has some great stuff. His the exhibition of stupid people. This week at Twitter or twat.
Yeah. Those two combined remind me of when Sargon of Akkad used to do This Week in Stupid.
Yeah.
It's
He
been
also
a long time since he's last done that, and I missed that. That was good.
He is also, like you, a great fan of the word waste.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
He's a sea creature.
In fact, I was saying he does not celebrate Christmas. He celebrates Moistmas.
Yeah.
And his opening to each thing is this little Captain log, like a Star Trek. Oh, yeah, he's a big Star Trek fan.
You should take a link to one of his Moistmas videos and send it to Rika.
And what's his other thing? The Halls of Injustice. And where his avatar was a special, like, Judge Dredd looking thing, only he's Judge Moist.
He likes that word better more than I do.
I'm on his Discord. I am an official red shirt there right now.
I know.
Oh, by the way, I'm working on a drawing right now. Little picture. I hope to develop. It's just a sketch right now. We have these man and woman standing there after they've been through. Look like they've been through the mill, looking the worse for wear. Kind of torn uniforms, beaten and bloody, but still ready to carry on. And they're both wearing red uniforms, and I've got the Kevin red shirts. We don't die that easily.
I mean, evidence would suggest otherwise.
Yeah, but I'm just... Hey, when I said the thing... He also is a fan of Warhammer, so as I said on there... I said I go into battle with a... They call me Ridorana. Go in with a phaser in one hand and a chain sword in the other.
Return.
That's half 40k anyway.
And I said, live long and prosper. For the Emperor!
For the Emperor! Just gonna stand here and bounce my weapons off this walking rock for a little while.
Get the flame.
Stop being immune!
For the
rude.
Emperor of the Empire. Also, I am back.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hi back, I'm dead.
Oh my gosh.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. That's my favorite twist on that joke. You're not.
You're not my dad. I like that. There's a picture of, I guess, a German Doritos Cool Ranch bag. They're not called. It's not called Cool Ranch in Germany. They're Cool American,
Cool American?
like me.
That's weird.
I guess they don't know what a ranch is. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't mean much to them, would it?
Like a Royale with cheese.
Hey,
If
that's
he-
France, not Germany.
If you get that reference.
It's sad they have to ask that question these days, isn't it? Damn kids don't know their friggin'...
Because I don't think they've seen either of the movies in which that was referenced.
There's the second one?
Well, it was originally Pulp Fiction, and
Right.
then the movie From Paris with Love, which also starred John Travolta. He references the Royale with cheese, obviously making a reference back to Pulp Fiction.
Because Paris, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the fact that it's John Travolta, so yeah. Because he was the one that first brought up the Royale with cheese.
That's the joke.
What do they call a Big Mac? It's the Big Mac. And what do they call a Whopper? I don't know. Never went to Burger King.
What do you call a Whopper? No thanks.
Yeah. I will say, I would, if I had to choose just between McDonald's and Burger King, I think I'd still go to Burger King.
I used
just
to like Whoppers, but Burger King seems to have gone downhill a bit, quality-wise.
I do like the or the Big King, or the
Yeah. I don't think I've had that.
bacon. There's a barbecue Big King. There was a steakhouse, I think Big King, that had it's got A1 sauce and like fried onion strings on it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's like something from Arby's.
I love shoestring onion rings.
Although, given a choice of burger places, I would think I'd mainly go to Sonic.
Five Guys.
And this is strictly a Mississippi chain here. I don't think it exists outside of the state. Ward's. Their main burger is a chili cheeseburger called the Big One.
Nice.
Never heard of it.
And
Sorry.
it's so good.
For me, it depends on whether we're talking about fast food or a sit-down restaurant. But for fast food, I would probably go with Five Guys.
I bet if I guys, alright. Kind of hell of a wait for, you know.
Well,
fast
their food is also expensive as shit.
Yeah.
It's 'cause they don't, well, partly because they don't do combos, but holy shit, the quality is high. At least the one that we have here.
What was it? But Ward's, I mean, they have other stuff too, like, you know, regular burger, chicken sandwich. Their chicken fried steak sandwich is really good too. That lettuce and tomato on it.
I don't know how
But
many of
now-
these black barbs I'm going to need, so I'm just taking them all.
Now, say, Sonic makes a good too, their steak sandwich too, and their onion rings are amazing.
I like nice thin onion rings so they get nice and crispy.
Oh no, these are big fat onion rings, but they
I
are
don't
good
like
too.
those. They're usually undercooked in my experience, and I don't like them if they use like the... What's that kind of breading they have that's like really big pieces of breading?
What's that,
I don't like
panko?
those.
I think this is
Panko,
regular.
I like it on some things, but I don't like it for onion rings.
Onion rings usually got the triple dip. It's like flour, then egg, then breadcrumbs, like regular breadcrumbs. Not panko.
Right, yeah, that's what I prefer.
Yeah.
Maybe even no
now,
breadcrumbs at all, that's fine too.
If I make,
Actually, I prefer
right
no
now,
breadcrumbs.
I make burgers at home. I keep like the stuff here for that. Like Walmart, we got the big pack of the just burger patties, and I keep buns here. And one thing I like to do now is, like, after I cook the burger patty, I take that out of the pan and I take a nice slice of onion.
Yeah.
And cook that where the burger was, like a minute on each side, perfectly grilled.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. A little bacon and cheese on it too. Yes.
I was worried for a second because I don't like raw onion, but I do
No,
like
no,
grilled
it's-
onion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Grilled onion.
Yeah, raw onion. Oh, thank you. I'm not a big fan
I
of
can do grilled
onion.
and I can do raw and grilled.
Yeah,
I
my
mean, it
mom
tastes so
likes
different
raw
when it's
onion.
grilled.
Like she does. But
I find when it's raw, the flavor is too strong and sharp. It distracts from everything else.
I just remember I worked at this one restaurant, and my station was like right near where the salad bar was, and if they just put out like cut up fresh onion for us, like, y'all, that's strong on y'all.
Pass.
Oh, y'all. Like, that's not onion, that's on
Onion.
y'all.
Onion, ho ho ho.
Onion. I can't. There's some cook on TV. That's how he says onion.
Pretty upbeat music in this place, isn't it? There's a little note here saying. This one's green flame. We're gonna kill the green fire guys. Yeah, these guys. I'm gonna find and kill all these guys. Also, we're gonna start getting flying enemies around here, so it's time to search for where telekinesis is hiding yet again.
Telekinesis.
I wonder if it's back here. Oh, that's interesting. It's telling me what's back here, even though I don't have it revealed yet. I didn't know it did that. Okay.
Oof.
There it is. I gotta get this battle alarm. Okay, sometimes those things can be revealed from the other side. From the other board.
Ow, ow, ow.
I can in this case, though. I don't remember how to get to that. Huh. I can get there. How do I purchase you, sir? License boards got weird during during the Zodiac age. Changes to the game. Yeah. I have to do a quick search for something.
Telekinesis.
Oh, okay. It's because I need. Some of these things are hidden by espers that I haven't fought yet. I need to get the Ultima Esper to get to this. I have no idea where that one is. Either way, looks like I'm not getting it right now, and probably the same for Althea, I would imagine, or probably some other Esper maybe, but Traveler would do the job as well, but can't access that either. Can he not get telekinesis at all? Guess not. I'll get these because I saw that there's something here I want. Oh, they can't get the high level black magic, it's just hidden away. Looks like only Yvonne out of my current group is able to get telekinesis, and would have to be a hidden optional boss to do it. Oh, that's a pain. Guess I'm not getting that. It's not for while I'm in here anyway. It sounds like something I might be able to do before next week's stream, but
Yep.
I can't remember a word, but I don't remember where ultimate is. It's probably the strongest Esper, but judging by the name. Maybe that's the one in Giravegan.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Huh?
I don't remember either.
Yeah. It has been a while for me. Probably not worth the pain in the butt, to be honest. Also, I don't think I ever found where the hell I get Brave and Faith spells from.
Brave.
I think I have them licensed, but I don't have the actual spells.
Oh man, I don't believe damn it.
Yeah, I don't have a Faith there and Brave here. Bravery, I should say. But can't use them. Just locked away all the cool stuff, don't they?
Of course they do.
Gotta do all the extra optional
Oh,
content to get it.
This is funny. This is a cool thing that they came out with. Mattel, who puts out all the WWE action figures, they're doing the Hollywood series. Basically, I guess wrestlers that have been in movies are doing action figures of them. The first wave had The Rock and John Cena from their respective Fast and Furious roles. And they had Roddy Piper from They Live. Which, if you've never seen that movie, I recommend everybody see that.
Roddy Piper.
Well, the movie They Live is very good. John Carpenter about a secret alien.
Are you saying he's as that character, you mean? Or?
Like he's done the Roddy Piper as his character from the movie They Live.
Oh, okay.
And the same way, The Rock as what's his name, Hobbs from the Fast and Furious, and the latest Fast and Furious, remember, had John Cena in it. I think he plays Vin Diesel's character's brother or something. Well, the next wave of figures, I've already seen pictures. It's got The Rock as the Scorpion King. It's got
not age well. It's not CGI quality-wise.
Yeah. Now the actual movie, The Scorpion King, I still like that one. That was a fun movie.
I liked it, but there was definitely some
the CGI of the Scorpion King in the Mummy
CGI.
Return. From the Mummy Returns, yes, that was awful.
Oh, that was the one. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't use as much of that in the Scorpion King, or at least they made sure not to have it up close where you could see how bad it was.
There's the
there she is.
Hey, what's dinner?
And
it was yeah, lasagna. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Wow, it was such a good lasagna, you forgot about it already.
I mean, I've had the unfortunate experience of having a few in my time.
Yeah. There's an Italian restaurant close to where I live that actually has pretty mediocre lasagna, sadly. They got some other stuff that's really good, though. But their lasagna, not so great.
We got a couple of really good Italian places here in town. I have not had lasagna from either. I have had their shrimp scampi pasta from both, and they are both times did very well.
Do you guys have Eastside Mario's in America?
Don't have an Eastside Mario's. Now, one of the Italian places is called Mario's, but that's just a name they gave it.
Half the Italian restaurants in the world are called Mario's, I think.
Thinking, yeah. This was
there's a big chain in it's a big chain place in Canada called Eastside Mario's. It's supposed to be like, I guess, the east side of New York.
Now
this Italian immigrant type of thing. You got some
this Mario, is very interesting because of where it's located. They put it in a location that used to be a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I mean, you go by there and Well, I mean, the building was available. I figure, why not? It's big, and it's definitely a good size to have a restaurant like that. I mean, we're
That just
talking
kinda
about
made me think of the
well,
restaurant I
sit
used
down.
to work at.
Pizza Hut. So.
Oh yeah. Aren't they all?
Well, no, we got a couple. We have a couple of Pizza Hut, or we used to have a couple of like Pizza Hut, which is a strict pickup and delivery.
Okay.
They're usually part of like some kind of little strip mall or something.
Oh.
There was a Pizza Hut, old school Pizza Hut building in my hometown that some car dealership tried to use as their like building.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yes, this is such and such dealership. Instead of it, you're expecting us to take you seriously inside of a Pizza Hut building.
Look what I found.
Nice.
Facade.
Fool's facade. Smack it around. No, that was entirely pointless. There's nothing in here.
Well, it was the fool's facade, so.
Apparently, 'twas I who was the fool.
Huzzah!
But you were talking about the place that used to be a Pizza Hut. Reminded me of the restaurant I used to work at, which used to be a KFC and then became a European bistro. And I was just thinking of the funny parallel of the fact that they used to serve chicken, now they serve duck.
Oh, I've seen
up.
places
Butter
that has.
chicken.
I've seen one place that would start out as a KFC, and then somebody bought it and just kept it going as a fried chicken place under their own name, and then it became some other little family restaurant. And I think the last I went through was a Chinese place. So
After the place that did duck was bought out by a bunch of clowns, they just started insulting everyone.
what?
Fuck chickens, fuck ducks, everyone in your crew sucks.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I grew up with a neighbor that would blast Insane Clown Posse and those lyrics are burned into my
never-
skull.
Juggalo.
Never listened to
Those
ICP.
lyrics are burned into my skull because I live next to a neighbor that would blast ICP,
You
and it's
poor
just
bastard.
like it
thought
went
it was
from
NSYNC.
it went from chicken to ducks. It was like, oh, chicken, ducks, everyone in your crew sucks. Like, fuck me.
You gotta decide, make up your mind as to which band we're talking about here. You said NSYNC the first time.
No, I didn't.
That would be an
Yeah.
interesting mashup, by the
I
way.
did not.
NSYNC Clown Posse.
Well, I heard
It said,
NSYNC.
it said insane.
Yeah.
Insane in the membrane.
Unfortunately, this was not somebody who did the Juggalo fandom any favors. Was
Oh,
a real
dear.
piece of shit.
Insane Clown Posse didn't do the Juggalo fandom any favors.
I mean,
Hey, we were a Christian band all along, you guys.
although that is one of the I think in fact it's the only, come to think of it, fandom that has come up around a band that has their own internal currency.
Fanta?
Last.
The Juggalo fan base has their own currency based on the Ethereum blockchain called Juggalo Coin.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Come
The
up
last
with a
I
better
heard.
name.
The last I heard of anything of any of the Insane Clown Posse, I think one of them and his daughter. One of them has a daughter who's a furry,
Yep. The
Yep.
fat one. I don't remember which name it is, but the fat
and
guy.
they're like suing some kind of costume maker over. Like they
Yeah.
did a
Really-
whole video,
Really
making
poorly
a whole
made.
video.
Something.
They made a whole video about them suing this fursuit maker.
They stole someone's like image of a fursuit they had made, and then when someone ordered a fursuit from them, they gave this like half-assed attempt in return,
Yeah.
where the stitching was literally falling apart.
Yeah. But the fact that
what
we
if
had,
you
felt we
legitimate-
had to make an entire video detailing this, it's like, just
Well,
sue 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you should make an entire video detailing a disgusting practice of art theft and yeah.
Yeah, well, when you say that, but I thought it was just like them, like, we're gonna sue these guys. It's like, alright, go do that. Do you have to tell us about it?
Yeah, because it give people a warning about this shitty vendor.
Oh, okay, yeah, that, then yes. Alright.
I mean, I don't know if that's what the reason why they did it is, but it's at least helping people because of that reason.
Yeah, it's like, don't buy from these guys. They not only steal designs, but what they make is
But
shit.
they're shitty about
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bad at it.
Sadly,
I get
that
it. I get it.
They're
Sadly,
selling you the
that runs
Sonichu
rampant.
of costumes.
Mm.
Sorry, Steph.
Upsell?
They break it.
sometimes, well, unfortunately, that runs rampant in both the suiting community and as well as artists as well. You get people like, oh yeah, I totally drew this. You should totally commission me. Oh, by the way, no, I didn't. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Also, I stole your money.
I was like, I bought this thing off of eBay, and I thought it was going to be so good.
Oh,
Basically, it was
Excuse you. Also adorable.
Alright.
shit.
it was a 112. What's it? Yeah, I think it was
Explode.
Yeah, it was like I think a 112 scale. No, shit. Maybe the 1/6. Which is the 12-inch figure? That 12-inch figure would be 1/6 scale. Let's see.
I guess that would depend on what it was of.
Oh, the
If it
person.
was something that was 6 feet tall, then yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause a 1/6 scale of an Abrams is not 12 inches tall.
But a person, a male, sort of like the old classic GI Joes, yeah. Anyways, it was a minigun, and I thought, oh, this would be cool. I mean, I can't even remember how much I paid for it. But I got it, and it was in pieces. You had to try and put it together, and as I was putting together the gun barrels in there, they started breaking. Not just breaking, almost like shattering. And I was like, what the fuck? That even looked like plastic. I was like, was it made of cake frosting? The way it shatters to pieces as I put it together. I put a review on there. It says, came in pieces. I tried to put it together. The pieces crumbled. Do not get. But yeah, that was.
Buy this shite.
Yeah.
You know, what is it? The old machine. You know what it reminds me of? The original Gauntlet. I don't remember his Gauntlet at all.
What reminds you of that?
That machine there, or machine, creature, statue.
Oh, the one in the corner?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Like
see
the
that.
monster generators, like that come out of.
Did you ever play? There was a new version of Gauntlet that came out recently that was actually more complicated gameplay.
I remember the one from the early, like late
All the
90s, early
characters played very
odds.
differently.
I think
Like
I
if you
remember
played the wizard, it actually played kind of like the game Magic, where you had to like combine runes to make spells.
I'm looking.
It was interesting.
We got. I'm looking at Gauntlet.
The most recent one. It's from a few years ago now, but
Like the last time I remember was about like 99.
search it on Steam. I think it's the only one on Steam.
Gauntlet
Thank you.
games. List of Gauntlet games. Recent Gauntlet games. We
By
got
recent, I
Gauntlet.
mean within the last 10 years.
There's Gauntlet 2014.
That's probably it.
Also known as Gauntlet Slayer Edition. I remember the one from like 99. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. That was a good one.
I thought Vaughn had a Doom spell on him, but no, he doesn't. I don't know what happened. Oh well. Not complaining here. Oh, there's one more greenie out there somewhere.
There we go. Gauntlet Slayer Edition on Steam. Format co-op active gameplay. Battle the endless horde of foes. You and your friends fight for treasure and glory.
Yeah, it was pretty cool because all the 4 characters had an actual very different playstyle from each other.
I tell you what was really funny. There was if you remember the original Gauntlet series, the little play-by-play you'd get from a voiceover announcer. So there was the reason I say is there was an episode of Robot Chicken, you know, one of those little quick 5-second bits they do, and there's like this big blonde-haired barbarian character sitting there at a table. His warrior needs food badly, and somebody sets a plate of food in front of him, and you hear this lady's voice, that never gets old. Apparently he uses it a lot.
That's good, I like it.
Warrior needs food badly.
I miss
Yeah.
Chicken.
Oh yeah. I remember there was something, because wasn't Seth Green one of the producers of that show?
Yeah.
There was an episode where the ending of the show, and all of a sudden there's the mutant enemy logo, and then it turns into a bunch of other characters fighting and everything. And apparently sitting on the floor, and the animation is supposed to be Joss Whedon fighting these action figures and his cutouts, and behind us will be Seth Green said, "See, this is why you were kicked off the Wonder Woman movie." Yeah, well, we know the reason it was kicked off other things recently.
Do we?
A lot of allegations of improper behavior towards his stars, particularly the female stars. Not that I've seen. I mean, a lot of the time, I know it's hard to tell. Sometimes it sounds like, yeah, he's kind of a jerk. Others have accused him of just being a hack. Like I said, okay, name your favorite line from any Joss Whedon product. It's like, and the guy gives one line, and he said, all right, can you think of one character in any Joss Whedon show that line wouldn't fit with? Well, basically saying they're all the same.
I could think of something like that, yeah.
Somebody
that's
like
accurate.
I think the line he used was, stop jumping to conclusions. I did not jump to conclusions. I took one step, there was conclusions.
Or at least I should say, I don't think you can say that about Firefly, but then again, Firefly is the only Joss Whedon thing I like.
Like I said, I can see enough of that. I saw Buffy, didn't see any of Angel.
Didn't like Buffy, didn't like Angel.
Angel was I did like Buffy though.
The two of I know
I love
Avengers
the Buffy movie, but I didn't like the
Avengers
TV show.
and Avengers Age of Ultron I liked.
Yeah, those I liked. I was just talking about TV though.
I did not. I was one of the few that actually saw Joss Whedon's cut of the original cinematic cut of Justice League, and didn't have a huge problem with it.
I didn't see Justice League.
I mean, I don't know if Zack Snyder or no, and I'm not the hugest think Zack Snyder is the be-all end-all of cinema. Especially not if I want to see a 4-hour Zack Snyder movie.
I mean, if it was good, I wouldn't mind.
His cut of Justice League was. And the whole thing between Joss Whedon and Ray Fisher, it's a lot of clash of egos, and I'm sorry, Joss Whedon had a lot more experience and bona fides behind him than Ray Fisher did. I mean, this was Ray Fisher's first big motion picture, and all of a sudden he goes in thinking he's a freaking star.
I wonder how much of the way Buffy and Angel turned out had to do with Fox, because I just remember that they felt so different from Firefly, like they were just kind of, I don't know, bland and fake emotion feeling, whereas Firefly felt a lot more genuine.
I will say, if you ever saw the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie,
yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, that was Joss Whedon who made that.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
that
I
Buffy
think
has
it might
been
be that
Joss
just that
Whedon.
Joss Whedon stuff isn't as good when he's got
Corporate breathing down his
overlords
neck.
breathing down his neck.
Yeah.
The thing about Buffy that makes it good to me is that it's supposed to be 90s campy nonsense. Kind of like how True Blood was supposed to be campy nonsense for like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Angel tried to take itself seriously and it just fell flat on its ass.
For me, the reason I didn't like Buffy as well, I think, is it just felt like, you guys remember there was like that old soap opera for teenagers back in the day, Beverly Hills 90210?
Oh yes.
To me, the Buffy TV series is Vampire Slayer 90210.
No, they'll always try to
I
do
think
it.
that was the whole point, though.
That might have been the whole point, but it's why I didn't like it.
Almost been that was what set the standard in that type of vampire genre. I could almost as much blame that for Twilight.
Yeah. Yeah, whether or not they did it on purpose, I don't know. Also, the Superman TV series felt like that, too.
Smallville?
Again, all of these things might have been on purpose, but that's still why I didn't like it.
I will say this for now we're talking about vampire TV shows. I mean, we had like two going at the same time: True Blood and what was the other one called Vampire Diaries, or
You know what was a good vampire TV show? Forever Night.
yeah. Now I'll tell you, it was another good one, and you might actually really compare that sort of to Forever Night. It's called Moonlight. Had one season
I
only.
don't know that one.
Yeah, that was about 2000 and...
So yeah, I have to avoid killing the ones with the red flames here. Because the green flame guys, when I kill them, it builds blocks for the bridge. If I kill a red one, it deletes one of those blocks.
2007, that's when the Moonlight existed. Had one season. Unfortunately, it was an unfortunate victim of the writer's strike that year. So
I
it
remember
kind
at
of
one
like...
point, they tried making a Vampire the Masquerade TV show, and it didn't turn out
Kindred
great.
the Embraced during the 90s. That was a good show.
It wasn't as good as it could have been or should have been, but it wasn't bad.
Better than... Well,
Better
they
than
didn't
most
have
other
anything
attempts.
at that point. Didn't have anything at that point. I mean, you had Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, the TV show hadn't happened yet, but I liked it.
Lucky them.
And anyways, but Moonlight was a good show. What's the guy's name? Alex O'Loughlin, who would later go on to do the Hawaii Five-0 reboot series and do better with that. That thing lasted, what, 10 seasons, I think? Yeah, there was a new Hawaii Five-0, which was, like rebooting the series from the 70s. And it lasted a good long while. I think it just ended a year or so ago.
Did they ever remake Miami Vice?
They did a movie, and that bombed. It was Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, there's your problem right there. Of course it bombed.
Very much had the feel of the original TV series. That kind of sweltering heat of Miami, and just something about it. I think
like
it's terrible.
comedy actors. They don't seem right for something like
Oh,
that.
Colin Farrell's a serious actor.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Will Ferrell. Never mind. I don't
No,
know
Colin Farrell, the British actor.
But Jamie Foxx, he's one of the guys that used to be on Living Color, right?
Well, Jamie Foxx can do either or. He has a range. I mean, he was in Django Unchained, but he also played Ray Charles in the movie
Isn't
Ray.
Jamie Foxx the one that played Electro in the
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies?
Yeah, he also.
I never
played
saw
Ray.
the one he was in, but I thought it was a strange choice to have him be Electro.
No, he played Ray Charles in the biopic of, and did very well in that.
I can see that, actually. He looks a bit like him.
I know he was in the movie Ali, not the Will Smith Muhammad Ali movie. Like I said, he's very versatile. He can play comedy and drama, so yeah. But they actually treated it with some respect instead of saying, oh, it's nostalgia, we can make it funny, like that friggin' Starsky and Hutch movie, which still pisses me off to this day. It said, it was one of my favorite shows as a kid. and you turn it into this farce with fucking Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Bad choices.
Well, like I said, they were making it into a comedy. They were like boofing it.
Which was the original bad choice.
They did the same thing with the I Spy movie, and hell, a couple of 30 years ago, they had that Chips movie, which was again a farce. And it's like, look, I get it's nostalgia. It's a product of its time. It's not going to be taken as serious. Update it to modern times and make it serious again.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but whenever I hit one of those illusionary walls,
yeah,
that little graphic of them fading,
yeah,
those are some huge pixels.
Mm-hmm.
On huge pixel.
Yeah.
Welcome to the early PlayStation days.
That'll be your porn name, Huge Pixel.
I mean, it's way out of proportion to everything else. It's kind of fun. It looks like PS1 pixels on a PS3.
God, you want to talk about something? I played Final Fantasy VII. Now, I never had a PS1. I had a PS2, which of course could play PS1 games. So I got, like, Final Fantasy VII and played it on a PS2.
Uh-huh.
And I think that was about the time Advent Children came out. So when you're seeing these characters in Advent Children and then see the same characters in those PS1 graphics, you're like...
and polygons made of polygons so sharp that you could cut yourself on them.
Yeah. Then again, how did Razor Fist describe? Well, he was talking about Guilty Gear, but it could fit with something like this in the Final Fantasy games too. It said asymmetrically dressed lady lads wielding Buick-sized Buster swords.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And then there's that one little girl with dolphins.
Yeah. Oh, you ever see this one guy? He makes like actual swords based on video games, stuff like that. He made a Buster sword.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. And Snow, the thing I was talking about in Guilty Gear, it's one of those like Street Fighter type games.
Yeah. Talking about
like
May.
I don't know her name. Yeah, she's like a 14-year-old girl, and she throws dolphins at people.
Yeah, that's where
we beat you to death with a giant anchor.
That too. Or at least she looks like a 14-year-old girl. I don't know what she actually is.
We got the Jacko pose from that.
Oh yeah, that's where that meme pose came from as well. With the butt in the air.
Jacko is a character from there. She's actually kind of difficult to play.
And kind of difficult to pose as, apparently as well.
What in the world? Oh, is this that stupid thing from Canada with all the whatever March on Canada they had with all the truckers and...
I have no idea how to answer that vague question.
I don't know. Somebody posted a thing that we've got a bunch of these John Deere tractors backed up end to end in the street, and the guy just puts his thing says Edmonton.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know. Apparently, yeah, some bunch of things. There's a march on to Canada, a bunch of conservative folks there, and somebody said the Prime Minister is nowhere to be seen, and I said,
there was a
well,
trucker protest.
Yeah, and I said, well, he is a master of disguise, and they showed all the pictures of his fancy dress to be kind, including that special costume he wore.
Yeah, I don't know why they have the Edmonton one in there though. But I don't, unless they're also doing a protest in Edmonton.
I don't know what it is.
So
but yeah, I don't know if he was talking about that protest or this was something else.
The line of truckers just went on forever.
If it went all the way to Edmonton, I would be really impressed. Considering that's half the country away. There were a lot of truckers, though. He is really fucking the truckers over, though, so... Can't blame them. Like, having to show vaccination papers, fine, but making them quarantined every time they leave the country and come back. Like that's their job to do that.
Yep.
Okay, well, deliveries that should have taken a week are now taking 3 weeks.
Yep.
Good job.
And that's a lot of time where they're not. That's a lot of time where they're not getting paid, and these people are the lifeblood of North America.
Kind of probably why we're running out of stuff so much.
Yeah.
Like this kind of shit affects Canada, it affects the States, it affects Mexico. These people deserve a lot more respect than they're getting over this.
Hell yeah. The quarantine rule is ridiculous, especially at this point of the virus. Like, a year ago, fine. Now, it's a bit much. Like, so many people are vaccinated now, I don't think we need to be doing quarantines anymore. Like, 2020, sure. 2022, nah. Well, some artist was very busy making you, weren't they? Did I say something about Square Enix artists going a little overboard?
No, that never happened.
Fight right away, come back. So it looks like we might be starting our next franchise playthrough next week at this rate.
Have you decided what it's going to be yet?
It's looking like Bionic Commando so far. I'm going to tie between the two things. I'm giving the tie to Bionic Commando.
Oh, that's the other one. The second series of those WWE.
Looks like Bionic Commando lost a vote. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's too bad I already called the results, huh?
Yeah, right. Because it wasn't like that earlier.
One of the figures.
It wasn't like that before this stream started.
Yeah.
It's almost as if Kai voted for something else just now to do that.
Nope. My vote is still there for Bionic Commando.
I mean, you're able to vote for more than one thing.
My other vote for Prince of Persia is still there too.
That's not what it was tied with, I don't think. It was tied with Tomb Raider.
It was tied with Tomb Raider, but I didn't vote for Tomb Raider.
Blast, what the hell was that?
What the hell did I just come back to?
It was me yawning.
Can you not do that into the microphone?
Yeah.
It's like we're all about to get eaten by a growling dinosaur.
No, it was 4-3-4-3. Now it's 3-3-4-3. So Bionic Commando lost a vote somehow.
Oh, lost a vote. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, too bad I already called it, huh?
Yeah.
It works.
Anybody remember this? Okay, anybody with me remember the series The $6 Million Man?
Yeah.
What?
The $6 Million Man. It was a TV series.
Yeah.
This guy was Right. There were a couple episodes where the $6 Million Man fought Bigfoot.
That's ridiculous.
Well, it turns out Bigfoot was actually really a robot controlled by aliens. This was a sci-fi series.
I mean, that's more likely than what people think it is now.
Now, I think there were two different times he appeared, different actors played his time. The first time, his first appearance in under the makeup and suit was Andre the Giant.
Fitting enough.
Yeah. Well, the second wave of WWE Hollywood figures is going to have an Andre as Bigfoot figure.
I like it.
Yes. better than the other two. Well, they're gonna, like I said, one was gonna be The Rock as the Scorpion King. The other one's gonna be Roman Reigns from that Hobbs and Shaw spin-off movie. It's like, he doesn't have a huge part in that movie. I don't see. Whatever, you know, it's like WWE just trying to push Reigns on us so damn much. It's kind of why I kind of stepped away for a while. Whoosh.
Is this the final area? Because it looks like you're going through like a boss gauntlet.
It's the second last area.
Hmm.
I think there's 4 bosses in here, so we've got 2 down. I think the last 2 are back to back. If I remember correctly.
Reminds me of Dark Souls 2, where at the very end it throws like, what, 3 bosses in a row at you? Well, technically 4.
I thought it was only 2.
You fight the 2 knights, then you fight Queen Ija, or whatever the hell her name is, and then you fight the last scholar.
Oh, right. They added the scholar guy in the new edition.
Yeah. He's actually kind of a pushover, so if he can get past the Queen, he's cake.
The Queen's not that bad either, as long as you can stay away from the cursed nodes.
Yeah, that was the only thing that made her a challenge. I thought her 2 knights were more challenging than she was.
They were. They were interesting as well. They had a little gimmick.
One of the few boss fights I actually enjoyed in that game.
I liked a lot of them, but that was one of the better ones. Definitely.
Them and the Glass Knight, I think, were my 2 favorites. Or the Mirror Knight, excuse me.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember one of the other ones I liked. Pardon me. Yeah, I also like the one that's like the Rat Rush boss.
The Royal Rat Authority.
Yeah.
I think it's the Royal Rat Authority.
Yeah.
Rat pie.
That was a cool
Rat.
one. Okay, that was the right place to go. Good. All right.
Rat pie. Rat pudding.
Basically, this room that gets flooded with endless rats, and you have to keep fighting them until the actual boss finally shows up.
What?
Wait,
and
no,
you have
that's
to figure out which one he is.
No, that's the Rat Vanguard. The Royal Rat Authority is that giant rat. Looks like a dog.
And strawberry tart.
Okay, yeah, the Vanguard one then. But I eventually figured out how to identify the one that's the actual boss. It's the rat with the mohawk.
Yep.
Steel on offering? No, I think it's... Alright, so on this floor we have to activate one of these altars to open the door. And to activate one of the altars we have to make some kind of sacrifice. This one is Ultra Steel. I think that means we can't do physical attacks. And I'm just like, fuck everything about that.
That's nice without so much rat.
Let me see. How about magics? No. I think it's the 4th one is bans technique use, which I barely ever use anyway. Knowledge. Is this? I don't know what that one does. Okay, I'm gonna take the money one. So I'm not super worried about money at this point in the game anymore. I don't remember if that means I lose money or if that means that I just don't gain money.
Money, 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 money.
Do you remember,
money?
Well, let's find out. I just saved the game anyway.
Really need that money, you guys. Yes, I got a dark side full joke.
That's actually something I've never understood about a lot of JRPGs, is why they give you a metric assload of money at the very last boss. It's like, I'm not going to use that money. Why did you give it to me?
How much is that in
Well, they didn't really. I saved up for some optional things that caused me to get more money from drops. Oh, wait. Oh, I think this might not be what I was worried about. Yeah, there's an optional thing I bought that increases item drops. I wouldn't have this much money otherwise. Okay, actually, that was rather deceitful, actually. It's not that... It says Altar of Avarice, but it has nothing to do with the money. It has to do with items. I can't use things like potions and stuff. Can't use the item command. And that's okay with me. I use that even less than techniques. As long as nobody hits me with disease status effect, I'm okay. And I don't think anybody on this floor does that. Because I don't have the cleanse spell. I don't think I do anyway. You know what?
It is an impressive piece of construction. Sorry, off topic.
Yep.
I went off on a little bit of a Google adventure after my statement in chat that when we were talking about scale, I mentioned that most 1/3 scale RC airplanes are big enough to fly. So generally they're still RC, but I discovered a project that took 17 years, 40,000 man hours. This guy built a 1/3 scale B-17 that was piloted from the inside.
Damn. That's dedication.
Yeah. 34-foot wingspan, 34 foot 7 inch. It was 25 feet long. The tail height was 6 foot 10 inches, and the engines put out a total of 240 horsepower. Thing weighed almost a ton. It was designed by Jack Balley, who died 2 years after seeing it fly.
Wouldn't it have been a kick in the ass if it had been the other way around?
I'm glad he saw it
Imagine
fly.
spending 15 years working on something like that just to die. And then somebody else finish it off for you, but you're gone and you didn't see it.
I'm glad he got to see it fly.
Me too.
Me too.
That is a project. That is literally a life project. Put that kind of time into something.
I feel like his body was just like, my life's work is complete. I can go now.
But you see a picture of it in flight, it's like... You see a picture of it, and it's you would think that this was an actual B-17. It has the profile and everything. It's perfect.
Perfectly to scale, I guess, eh?
It's gorgeous. It's unreal. It's almost uncanny how much like a B-17 it looks.
Well, it was made to, so I shouldn't be too shocked. But impressive and nonetheless that he did such a good job on it. Good for him.
I've seen big planes before. I've never seen one that was both big enough to fly and actually designed to be flown from the inside. Generally, those are radio controlled for a reason. Mostly because, you know, as big as those are, and while they are big enough to be carried around by them, it's still a lot easier to fly them when they don't have, you know, a 200-pound gorilla at the controls. You know, electronics weigh a lot less than a human being, so it's a lot easier to fly once it's in the air.
Yep.
And, you know, 200 pounds worth of human makes a difference. When it's so small. I know that's weird to say, so small, when it's, you know, 35 feet wide, but...
I mean, third scale is a third scale.
It's damn impressive, though. Look up mega scale RC airplanes if you ever want to be just thoroughly impressed by what people do. Don't look up YouTube videos of them eating shit, though, because it's heartbreaking.
I mean, why would I want to see anybody eating that?
Like a mukbang video?
I saw... it wasn't a 1/3 scale, it was 1/5 scale B-17 that this guy built.
Damn.
Absolutely beautiful. And,
Is it like in a museum now or something? Or?
Oh, the one that I've been talking about, the 1/3 scale one?
Yeah.
I don't know where that one is. But the 1/5 scale one, this video was circulated around a lot of RC groups, and I was in one at the time.
And cool if the 1/3 scale one was being used in like an air show or something.
Oh, it totally would be cool. But no, he was. It was another one of those projects. It took him like 7 years to build it. And he had it out and he was flying it. And the title of the video when it was shared was typically "The Importance of Making Sure That Everyone is on Their Own Frequency." Because he had it up and he was flying around and everything was looking good, and then you just see him panicking at the controls. He said, "I've lost it. She's gone."
Oh shit.
Somebody, nobody found out who, but somebody keyed their transmitter and it was on the same frequency.
So it was interfering with their controls.
Yep, it was on the same frequency, and it was a more powerful transmitter, so it completely overrode his input, and it took this beautiful plane and just straight into the fucking ground. Fireball.
That's the 1/5 one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it's just... He's just standing there, just stone still. Not knowing how to react. So, yeah, these giant scale planes are amazing, and there are videos of them just detonating because of a failure. But they're heartbreaking to watch. I do not recommend.
Not for the faint of heart. Alright, time to go around that park and find out which motherfucker owes him a lot of money now.
Well, I'm fading out, so I...
Alright, have a good night, sir.
See ya, dude.
See you later.
Gotta check the walls for sea ants.
I mean, it is kind of a castle after all.
Yeah? This is the way I go, I'm not 100% sure. Let's find out. Up is generally where I'm supposed to be going though, so that's a good sign. We need more up.
More up! More up!
Guys, I finally figured out how to up.
Up, up, down, up, 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 triangle, square, circle, X, up, down. Boom, God mode achieved.
Close enough. You're there in spirit. That should work. Alright. Anything exciting going on out here? That's kind of exciting, sort of.
That's a big fucking chicken.
It is. Let's get some chicky nuggies.
Nuggies!
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any nuggies? Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. We've come to talk to you about the best noms ever, chicken nuggets.
We're collecting chicken nuggies for the kids.
We'll feed the children, slave the Jabberwocky, and save Narnia.
In that order.
What's up?
Bally's bomber is apparently still being flown today.
Which one's that one?
Oh my goodness.
That's the 1/3 scale. She was sold, and she was recently seen, I say recently, this was a year ago, in 2021, piloted by her new owner. So...
Cool. Good to hear.
I'm glad that someone else's creation was able to bring someone else that much happiness.
Yeah.
The aircraft is a 4-engine, retractable, conventional landing gear equipped low-wing monoplane. The fuselage is all riveted aluminum in construction with hexagonal bulkheads. And the drawings were modified from a 1/9 scale radio-controlled aircraft plan.
Most scaling things all over the place.
Most home-built aircraft are single-engine designs with a few twin-engine models produced, making the 4-engined home-built a rarity in and of itself.
What is the deal with the Zeus mace? That is a good mace. And it's not even lightning elemental, which is good.
Made with lightning. Real lightning. Power thirst.
I want a drink made of lightning. That sounds spicy. Secret smashies. Yay. Watch for traps, gentlemen, ladies. Ladies and gentle thems. Is that the first time hearing that one, Luca?
You what?
So is that your first time hearing that one?
Actually, it is.
Is that a dope fish one? Yes. No.
It was either a dope fish one or a Rico one.
I think it was. I think it was a dope one, and I kind of just put my own spin on it a bit.
Collaborative effort. I thought it was a pretty good one. Do stop running off on your own, Balthier. Causing trouble. Beast Lord Hyde. Sounds pretty metal. Defeated the Beast Lord. Alright, let's see. Back this way. Is that the up over there? Looks like it might be an up. Excuse me, are you an up? Yes, you are. Excellent.
That's kind of funny.
Is it?
The Ballet B-17 was powered by four Earth F-30 engines. And the reason that's funny is because Earth is a German company, so the 1/3 scale B-17 was using engines manufactured in a place that the full scale B-17s bombed to shit.
That is funny. Ironic, even. Ugh.
Other than that, the engines appear to be pretty bog standard. They run on 93 octane fuel, automotive, which is a bit weird. They usually use higher octane than that. Passenger discharge ignition, air cooled. Well, even the smaller engines still typically use avgas.
Gesundheit.
Aviation gasoline. It is a two-smoke carbonated engine, so there is that. That's interesting.
I prefer mine with minimal smoke.
Typically, well, at least on the ground, most vehicles run off of 4 smoke. Unless it's a diesel, then it's a 2-smoke. Diesel engines are still
So,
2-smoke.
if all the California surfer bros moved to Madagascar, like replace the population over there, would that make it Radagaskar?
Yes. Yeah, dude.
Would it though?
That's rad, bro. We're in Radagaskar, bro.
I don't know, is Madagascar already a communist location? They might fit in.
I don't think so.
They might fit right in.
Sounds like a good place to go to for all the dudes to praise the glory of Brosidon.
It's a unitary semi-presidential republic. The hell is a unitary semi-presidential?
That's a lot of words.
Yeah, I was like,
not mean much.
Alright, so it's a system of government in which a president exists alongside a prime minister and a cabinet, with the latter two responding to the legislature of the state.
Sounds a little overgoverned to me. I'll take it.
It's unitary.
I guess there is accountability to the legislature, which is kind of nice.
Okay, so yeah, unitary means there is no like parties, there's no like Democrats or Republicans or whatever. It's a single central governmental figure or structure, excuse me.
So they don't have any infighting. That sounds wonderful.
Hey, Adam Mouse. If an alien lands in Madagascar and tells them to take them to their leader, who do they go to? The president or the prime minister, or both?
Technically, it'd be both and the legislative branch. So the alien's gonna be like, all right, so who's the leader? And all of them are gonna say yes. And just be like, I'm out.
All right, time to bomb this place.
But if they land in Russia, Putin's gonna walk up to like, you'd like to ride bear with me? You can wear some with vodka, yes?
Luca!
Putin is definitely the most Chad country leader I've ever seen.
I still kind of walk like him, though. For better or for worse.
I remember seeing this picture of Putin, like, I think it was like practicing whatever martial arts he takes, and then next to him is a picture of Obama in like a dad outfit riding a bicycle down the street. It's like, yeah, we look like pansies compared to their guy.
Yeah, but how much of theirs is just propaganda, though?
There's a lot of truth on that, actually. He's very much former ass kicker.
Well, yeah, he's ex-KGB. Of course, he's an ass kicker.
In fact, when I mentioned that I walk like Putin, if you've ever seen any videos of him walking, you'll notice that one arm does not sway. There's a reason for this. It's so that if somebody is to ever draw arm against him, his hand is not that far away from his sidearm, so he can draw faster. And
I believe it.
I walk that way because of a situation when I used to work at Walmart where I was mentally abused over the fact that I supposedly lost some keys that I never lost. I never had them to lose them, but I got so paranoid about this horse shit that I started walking where I always had my hands on the keys, and I still walk like that to this day.
Been programmed into you now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I walk like Vladimir Putin.
You poor bastard.
I mean, does he also have the hip sway you do?
Damn.
I don't know, I haven't noticed. I haven't really watched Putin walk all that much. Now I'm gonna have to. Does Putin have the sassy hip sway?
I'll tell you, hips don't lie.
If I consciously think about it, I can stop, but...
Why would you want to?
No, I mean like the hand thing.
Oh.
But, I suppose stop is not the right word. Start would be the right word. But, it's awkward to have to think, okay, arm go forward, arm go back. Arm go forward, arm go back.
I'm sorry, wait, no.
Oh.
Excuse me, what?
I was being an ass.
I didn't actually hear. Try me again?
Did you remember the
Snow
Google
is pleading the
Stadia?
No. Stop pleasing the fifth and tell me what you said.
Cricket, cricket, cricket.
I'm typing it out.
7 pounds of mustard.
That's a lot of hot dogs. That's all I'm saying.
7 pounds of mustard can give you such a crick in the neck.
Yeah. Something, something, Michigana.
Gotta gather the 7 mustard balls and summon the dragon.
So, Luca, have you ordered your 7 pounds of mustard yet?
I have not.
I was disappointed that the price was much higher for Canada. Apparently, Amazon sells a 7-pound tub of mustard for $5.
That's not bad.
I was tempted to get one, but it was like $12 for Canada, so I'm assuming it was $7 of shipping.
Oh yeah. That
cross border.
I actually do wonder if COVID's affecting shipping prices as well.
Oh,
if they're across
guarantee it.
state, they're across country lines.
I would be absolutely shocked if it wasn't.
Well, I remember this one time.
That explains why I didn't recognize that as words. I wasn't in German mode.
There was something I was trying to buy. I think it was for like the snowball microphone that I bought, and like the shipping cost actually cost more than the thing I was buying. I'm like, fuck that. Nope.
I had that problem when I wanted to get some, when I wanted to buy some books online that from an RPG store that were, I was like, all right, the book is $40, the shipping is $40, $80, please. And I'm like, no. How about no?
Like, I'm not sure like how shipping costs should be managed. I guess it should vary from like if it's across state lines, if it's across national lines, or whatever.
It does.
But
It does vary for that.
it should never be more than the product you're buying. Like, by no stretch of the imagination,
Yeah.
it should be more than the product you're buying.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to pay shipping that equals the cost of the book that I'm buying. Like, I'm not paying $40 of shipping on a $40 book purchase. So instead, I bought it as a PDF for $20 and printed it out.
You accidentally bought a 2 liter of ketchup, Adam Mouse? It's a lot of ketchup.
How was that accidental? Was my question.
You see, Adam, that is exactly what I'm talking about when I keep saying 7 pounds of mustard. I have found a container of just bog standard yellow mustard on Amazon, less than $5 shipped. 7 pounds of mustard.
And mustard usually has a good shelf life, so that should last you for a good odd minute.
I want 5 of
Oh,
them.
hey, look, it's the birthday party tiger.
No, it's the main antagonist from Kung Fu Panda.
Also, Adam, you say it was a good price, but how does that explain that you bought it by accident?
Because it was a good price.
How is that an accident?
You buy it because it's a good price. You
That's on
don't realize
purpose.
that it... Right, but you don't realize that it's 2 liters.
Well, he didn't say anything about that. Maybe he did realize.
Was it not in the description?
I'm assuming he didn't know that it
I'm
was
not
2
assuming anything. Adam, explain.
He said accidentally, therefore he accidentally bought something that was 2 liters, but it was a good price.
But how was it an
See,
accident?
there you go. There you go. I was
it was
out of ketchup.
The size was auto-selected. Okay. So you were
See, I was
right, but
right.
I wanted to hear it from him.
Great Scott, Watson, we've cracked the code!
Yes.
Yes, we cracked the code that was already spelled out in black and white.
It was not.
It was! I didn't jump to any conclusions.
Okay, children.
I
Listen,
think you're getting on the internet again.
After earlier...
You're right, you didn't jump to any conclusions. You just walked forward a few steps, and there it was, a conclusion.
Not even a few steps. I looked to take a step, and there it were.
Yeah.
Me and Krendar were like questioning what the fuck was going on, and then you come in all ace attorney like, and you say, objection!
Hey, at least I didn't walk in, point at the cheese, and say, that is cheese.
Yeah, but Phoenix Wright is very good at pointing at things.
Speaking of cheese, this boss was a little too easy.
No, I'm just awesome.
The view from that glass house must be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't go flexing like you 4 did anything. You just beat up our gargantuan cat.
Right. Well, Adam Mouse, it sounds to me like you accidentally got a better deal than you thought you were getting. So, sounds like a good accident.
Sir, what do you want us to do with all these 2-liter ketchup things? I don't know, just sell them like the rest. Okay.
I really, at this point, super want 7 pounds of mustard.
Actually, there was this figurine I ordered
How many pounds of ketchup was that? 2 liters.
2 liter. I don't know what that would be. 2 liter.
Um,
I want to say.
Just so we can match it up with the mustard, you know?
hold on a second, I can do that. See, that is 2/3 of how much mustard this is.
2/3 of 7 pounds?
Yeah, it's 4.41 pounds.
Yeah, the mustard is 3 liters of mustard, 3.1 liters. Mustard, holy shit.
But yeah, there was this figurine I ordered off of Rooster Teeth's website. and they accidentally sent me 2, so I got a buy one get one free. And a friend of mine, he was into the show that it was from, and I was like, "Here, you want to like give this to your girlfriend or whatever?" And he's like, "Sure." I'm like, "Yeah, tell her happy birthday for me." I don't know if he actually gave it to her or if he kept it for himself, but I'm like, I don't want it here. I'm sure as hell not sending it back to them. That's their fuck up. Their money lost.
Yep. That happened to me when I ordered these shirts recently. They didn't send me one of the shirts I did order, but then they also sent me 2 of a different shirt that I ordered 1 of. So I reported the error, and they're sending me the shirt that they didn't send me. And now I just have an extra shirt.
Oh, so this also happened with a game I bought called Myth 3. It's an older game. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. It was made by Bungie though. But yeah, I ordered from this.
You shoot the Covenant in it?
No. It's basically kind of like Warcraft more or less. But
I just had to make a Bungie Halo joke.
Yeah, so I ordered the game, and it didn't arrive on the scheduled time it was supposed to arrive, so I waited like 2 or 3 days. I'm like, oh, maybe they had some difficulties or whatever. It still didn't show up, so I emailed the company that I bought it from, via Amazon, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't get the thing. Can you, track where it's at, or send me another one, or find out what's going on? They said, oh, no worries, we'll send you another one. As soon as that one arrived, the next day the one that I originally bought also arrived, so I had 2 copies of the same game. I'm like... I'm keeping both. I could probably sell one and keep the other for myself.
Fair enough.
Yep, so, once it reaches your door, you are under no legal obligation to return.
Yeah, I didn't think I was either, because I think they screwed up the shipping address anyway, because... Because that's the only explanation I can think of.
Stop eating mustard by itself.
I never eat mustard by itself. I always add other things to it.
Yeah, I can't eat mustard by itself, but I can eat almost literally anything with mustard on it.
If you want me to eat something by itself, give me either soy sauce or Worcestershire sauce. Those I'll drink out of a shot glass.
Fair enough. I don't think I would have a whole shot's worth of Worcestershire sauce, but sometimes I take a tiny swig from the bottle.
Yeah, that's why whenever they screw up my order, let's say I don't feel like cooking anything, I'm like, you know what, I just want to grab some food, go home. I'll order something from Wendy's, and they put mayo on the fucking sandwich or whatever. I'm like, okay, great. So I just dump a shitload of mustard to block out the flavor of the mayo, and 9 out of 10 times it works. But then sometimes they just put so much mayo, and I'm like, who the fuck puts this much mayo on a sandwich? Holy shit!
You say no mayo.
I mean, I do tell them no mayo, and they still put it on there anyway.
About that one picture of the Snow's giggling. She knows the one I'm thinking of.
Get out of my head, damn it!
And I'm nodding my head because I know what you're talking about too.
I said extra mayo, I ordered with extra mayo, not a McCum shot.
Not a McCum shot.
No, seriously, this burger looks like somebody just splooged all over it and then wrapped the thing up in a wrapper.
I gotta send this.
So bad, it needs a second wrapper.
Someone was having a bad day at Burger King. That's all I know.
I'm sending it to you, Luca.
Like when they have their best days, when their parking lot's jacked full of people and their drive-thru is jacked full of people, and they fuck up an order. I'm like, okay. Okay, fine. I can forgive screwing up my order. I'm not going to drive through, get behind the other 10 cars that were behind me just to correct an order, because I know these people are having a bad day of it, so I'm just going to dump a shitload of mustard on it and just have at it.
Alright, I'm going to look this puzzle up because I don't feel like just doing experimental teleporting until I find the right combination.
Just for screen safety, for anybody thinking about the, or not screen safety, brain safety, be aware if you Google the words McCum shot, you're not just going to find the meme I'm talking about.
No.
I was not prepared.
Oh, have any of you had that? Have any of you had that that Popeye's chicken sandwich?
Yeah,
no.
It's okay.
I have had not a single good experience with it. I mean, it's not bad. I don't feel like disgusted when I'm eating it, but I'm like, this isn't really a chicken sandwich. It's just an over-bloated, oversized chicken tender. Like, I could get a better sandwich at freaking Raising Cane's or Wendy's than this shit.
I always wanted to try Raising Cane's.
Oh, their food is fantastic.
We don't have them though, so.
There's one. It's a little bit of a drive. It's maybe like a 10 to 15 minute drive, not including traffic. I'm so glad one's near me because when I was in Texas for like my military training, that was every other day I would get Raising Cane's because there's one right outside the base, and I just go grab some. Oh, such great food.
Actually, this one's a better actual proper meat one.
I think the only places I've never had a bad experience at is Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, and Sonic. Wait, no, I've had a couple of bad times at Sonic. Because I think I ordered it was either a Coke or a sweet tea, but like it just tasted it tasted fucking weird. Like almost like there was a little bit of cleaner in it, and I'm just like, they didn't clean this shit properly, so I'm just gonna dump it. Have some water. Be a healthy adult. By healthy, I mean boring.
Can't seem to find any guys that tell me what order to use these things. Okay, I figured that. This one. Robolos. Where the hell that is? Sounds like some sort of like Greek fire bomb or something. Yeah, this is like one of those teleportation mazes. Those are always a little funny. We just had one of those yesterday. Get away from the damn things. Sus. Tires. Oh, I think it's a gun. Yeah, the guns are all named after constellations.
Oh,
shit.
God, that's more disgusting than funny. Even without the joke, that just looks fucking gross.
It does. But that's just what the fuck factor of the whole thing is, though, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So just use this green one. Okay. Looks to me like somebody was planning to quit their job that day anyway, and they're just going out on a fuck you note.
I mean, to an extent,
is it like on top of the bun as well?
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I can respect somebody doing that, but it's like, you know, don't fuck over the customers who are paying their hard-earned money for this shit.
Which is why I can't respect anybody doing that. Like, screw the boss over in some way, but do it without screwing over the customer.
I mean, unless the said customer was being a complete d-bag.
Which is possible.
Yeah.
Did you see that video of the lady who got angry at McDonald's and she got hit in the face with a blender?
Wait, what?
So,
he just chucked a full-blown blender at her?
Yeah, this lady goes to McDonald's, they screw up her order, and she's standing there waiting for them to fix her order for 25 minutes while other people are being served. Now, granted, it was a really busy day, but still. 25 minutes waiting for them to fix her order. They helped other customers before her. And she finally gets pissed off enough to start yelling at the manager, and she's not getting any satisfaction. So she starts throwing what food she did get at the manager. She's angry. Then immediately, from off camera, a blender just goes flying at the woman and clocks her right in the face.
Not a smart move on their end.
Yeah, so she ended up in the hospital and she's suing them now.
Oh yeah, I would too if I was her.
It's fucked up.
I mean, like, if you're not going to fix her order, at least just give her a refund.
Like, don't make her wait 25 minutes for something
to
happen.
Just explain to her, like, ma'am, as you can see, we're really busy. Sorry we fucked up your order. We'll give you a refund.
Like, I don't know if there's some reason why they were mad at her specifically. I don't know what she did, like, if she did something before all this, but... she had, like, her eye was, like, swollen up, and it was nasty.
I mean, regardless if she was being unruly or whatever, you don't fucking throw a machine
yeah, no,
at
she doesn't
someone.
deserve that no matter what, but it just makes one wonder.
Like, I mean, if you want to cuss her out or whatever, fine, have at it, but don't fucking throw shit at her. Like, that's assault.
Yeah, that's why they're getting sued. And it happens so fast, like, the manager must have been carrying the blender, something like, to put it away or something. Like, the manager had the blender in her hands already. Because that thing happened immediately. Like, there was maybe a 2-second delay, tops. There was no time for her to go, turn around, select an item, unplug it, pick it up, and then throw it, you know? It was just immediately BAM.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching the video now. Yeah, they fucked her eye up. She had to get stitches below it, and her lip is all swollen.
That's not her lip, that's her eye.
Jesus.
Because I remember that video, like, there's a moment where I think I'm looking at a swollen pair of lips, but then it zooms out and it's her eyelids.
Alright, so yeah, she just threw the bag at them. She was throwing a conniption fish. She was throwing a couple other things, but like nothing that could cause bodily harm. And then yeah, that thing comes flying like out of fucking nowhere.
Very sudden. Alright, let's see.
And she was nice enough to, like, cause somebody knocked over one of those caution wet signs, and she had the decency to pick it up and set it back up.
Something off script on the guide I'm looking at here. I'm trying this thing over here.
Oh, she did ask for a refund, and they ignored her.
That was probably the yelling match part, I imagine. I don't know what they were saying, but they were clearly yelling at each other.
Yeah, she brought all the food she'd ordered back.
Or at least she was clearly yelling, because the manager was off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, throwing the food is probably like, take your food back, fucker. I want my money. I bet that manager's fired now.
Maybe, probably.
I mean, you don't hospitalize a customer and get away with it.
No.
In a perfect world.
Yeah.
I mean, in a perfect world, you don't hospitalize anybody to begin with.
Sadly, this is not a perfect world by far.
No, but it's still a world where you don't get away with that kind of shit. McDonald's does not need that shit on their reputation.
Yep, McDonald's fired the guy.
Well, that was Lady. Either way.
Well, they fired the manager or the
Maybe
blender.
I was wrong. I don't know. Whoever it was, yeah, I am not shocked by this firing. The fuck are you?
This is my shock face.
This guy's been pumping iron to be able to lift those arms at all. Oh shit. The fuck, man? What is going on with your hands? Squeenix, calm the fuck down. The rest of his design's pretty cool.
Mostly feather.
Luckily my items are blocked. Serum. How did my serum go? There, it's right out here. Shit. Died before it went into effect. Just waste of serum. Okay, no, cancel. It's the seas tiger. Thankfully I looted a few serums along the way here. Alright, you know what? I'm not healing him. He's just a pest. He can enjoy his disease. Actually, no, I might need it. Another boss. Oh shit, he's exploding in a giant sun. It's popping a squad. Roxor. He has an ability called Roxor.
I'm not gonna lie, this is actually one of the boss designs that I really like in this game so far. I mean, they've all been good.
It's pretty good except for those weird hands. That's confusing the fuck out.
Okay, yeah.
Looks like he's got like sunflowers on the ends of his hands.
Maybe he's a cheerleader. Those are his pom-poms. Now I have to resurrect the Pink Pants Pirate.
go. That's some good alliteration, actually.
I'll be damned.
Will you?
I actually got well, not a response, but at least a like and a tweet I threw out there a little bit ago. It's a 3D printer filament company by the name of Protopasta. Great name for filament, right?
Mm-hmm.
They make really good filament. But they have a thing where if you go to their thing in, their factory in Washington, they'll workshop with you and you can make your own spool of filament.
Out
like
of
your own
mustard?
No. Your own spool of filament, custom color, and now they're working with aromatics so it can have a special smell as you're printing with it, which is kind of cool.
Luxurious.
And I just had this idea because I currently need colors of filament that I can't find anywhere, and it's driving me up a wall. So I sent a text out, or a tweet out, I should say, out to Protopasta. I said, "Hey, sorry if this is an off-the-rails question, but have you ever considered having one-off spools from your website? It's not exactly easy for a lot of us to hang out in person, and, well, nobody else does it. Much love from Michigan. Imagine hex-coding filament. The possibilities boggle the mind."
Yeah. That's a very on-brand pun.
They liked it. So maybe...
The din of the mist
Might
grows
happen.
greater.
It might
The
be
Sun Crest
expensive
must
as
be
balls, but...
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean, I know how she must feel. It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
But you know, no matter how hard we try, we can't change the past. There's nothing that can bring them back. Still, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later, unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons. Cut the true path. But will she?
Well, it depends. Which path is the true path? Get a bunch of cutscenes coming up here. It's pretty much midnight already, so let's just leave the rest for next time.
Okie dokie.
Alright. I think I should be able to get back out in case I want to ramble around and do some other stuff too. Alright. Let's leave it here and raid somebody. What do we got?